Hey friends, Sunwarper here, and today we're going to take a look at some vocal chops and samples that my friend Atlas Castle sent me and see what we can do by adding them into the circuit tracks and making a track with them. So these are some of the samples. So yeah, so I'm going to just come up with a quick part for it. And what I'm thinking of doing is using a empty sample track to mute the part. So let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so here's the part I just made. It's 32 steps. But so yeah, I also made a second harmony, so let's hear what that sounds like together. I know that the key is B from these samples, so we're going to build around it. The first thing we're going to do though is make some drums. So I'm going to do 32 steps just if I want extra space for it, and we're just going to do a 4 to the floor. This is a Lindrum kick that I have from a sample pack. I love the sound of it. I always add a little distortion and cut, but we'll mess around with this stuff as the sample goes on. So let's hear what we've got now with it. Okay, cool, so that's that. Now let's put something on drum 2. And since we don't have any more drum space, it's the samples, we're going to have to do both hats and snares on one thing. But luckily we can do that. Alright, let's hear what we got. Okay, I like that. Yeah, there we go. That sounds good. Alright, so now let's get some sounds going. So I'm thinking for synth 1, I want some sort of arpeggio, so... That sounds cool. Let's try something like that. Alright, so I think we have something. I'm going to just tinker around with it a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so I made a few adjustments to the modulations and the notes a little bit, added some parts where there's 2 notes, things like that, and so this is what we've got now. I'm just going to play part with the kick. Alright, I like that. Let's hear it with the vocals. So I think we've got something there. Now let's do some bass. I want something very punchy and almost like an arpeggio itself. This should work. Alright, I just made it 32 steps, and I've got something. So let's see what that sounds like. Alright, that's cool. Let's get that part in. Alright, perfect. So we've got the bass line in. Let's hear what it sounds like. Cool. Okay, so we've got synth 1 and synth 2, but let's see if we can get some cool sounds with the Erebus and the Minilogue. So the Erebus, I'm thinking we can get some sort of harmony part to the bass line. Let's see what we can do. I think that could work, and we'll lower it as the part goes on, but let's make it 32 steps, and let's give that a go. Alright, let's see if we can add a little effects to that. Alright, so I just adjusted some glide and a couple other settings. We'll see how it sounds. I want to get some Minilogue in there now, though, so I'm going to just move the camera. So yeah, I'm thinking we've got B. Something like that might be really cool. Let me just hear with just the vocals and the kick. Alright, and let's see what sort of sound we can get here. I like that. So I'm just going to program the parts I was just playing on the Minilogue on here so that I can both perform it and have it if I want to cue it up on the circuit. So I do not want to be on 32 steps. So let's move back. And let's go back. And the next note was D major. So and then on the 32 step, we've got E sus2, I believe. Here's E sus2. And then the last note, A major. we'll switch to the gate. I'm going to duplicate this pattern because on the first one, I don't want this part. Let's go back, take that out, and then we'll have pattern 2, which has that full part originally. And I'm also going to add a little reverb to the kick and just a pinch to the click or clap and snare. Yeah, this is just a quick way you throw in some vocal chops, see what you can get, and work within the limitations. We only have 4 sample tracks, so we had to put claps, snares, hi-hats, etc. all on one. And, you know, yeah, there's some limitations with that. You don't have as much nuance in terms of volume and velocity, but you make it work if that's all you can do. I'm pretty stoked with how this turned out. I don't normally work with vocal chops like this, so it was fun to just experiment and see what you can come up with, new ways of working and things like that. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to quickly play us out with a little jam, but if you want to see the full video, you can head up to here. If you like these kind of videos, consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday with jams and performance videos almost every Saturday.